BJ Armstrong. This is Seth Coulard. We're both real estate agents right here at Keller Williams Realty in Bloomington, Illinois. We're more than just real estate agents, though, and that's what we want to talk about today, is the opportunities beyond real estate. You see, most people get into real estate thinking about a lot of money, right? So it's a great way to earn a big income, and that's true. And most real estate agents don't ever find a way to do much more than that. So basically, you're only as good as your last transaction, right? And as soon as you don't have any more closings coming up, there's nothing else coming in. Well, one of the reasons Seth is sitting here is because Seth has found some ways to go beyond just a regular real estate income. And that looks like a couple of different things. So tell us a little bit about the different streams of income you're putting together.
Yeah, so I'm very passionate about real estate investing. And in that is buy and hold strategies in buying real estate and holding them to rent them. Certainly flipping houses, you can build wealth through doing that. Certainly our profit share system here, there are ownership opportunities in real estate brokerages, and et cetera. But particularly for me, I'm certainly most passionate about buy and hold strategies and building equity over time in real estate.
Yeah, so buy and hold, in fact, that's one of probably the best ways to create wealth in real estate is through that buy and hold strategy. So how did you get started? So when your first property came up, what made you go, okay, this is a good idea?
Oh, wow. Long story there, but started in real estate in 2005 and 2006 and came out of ISU locally in a finance degree. So I knew that real estate investing was for me. So I scraped together as much money as I could. In fact, still own the property. It's a duplex in maybe a lesser desirable part of town, but that's probably one of my best now. So that's been 15 years ago. So ever since then, I've accumulated more properties and just been able to turn the cash flow against the principal amounts. And
that's the thing, right? I mean, it starts with one, and once you figure out that one works, it's easy to just go, hey, well, let's try that again, right? And it's worked as a bunch of them for you now.
Yeah, I've certainly failed a few times too, but
that's fair.
That's real estate.
That's fair. So second stream that he mentioned was profit share. Keller Williams Realty is a very unique company in the sense that the owners agree to give back up to 50% of the profits every month to the agents that help build the company. And you're one of those that has had a significant impact on the growth of Keller Williams in Bloomington. Without giving us any numbers, because that's not probably fair, tell us a little bit about how profit share works for you. What's it do for your family?
Yeah, it just shows up every month as a deposit into my bank account. And what my wife and I have decided to do with it is simply just put it back directly toward my real estate investments, right? So it's allowing me to pay down that principal amount faster monthly, right? So that's just an auto-generated further cash flow.
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the phrases that I've learned to love is when opportunity knocks, it's too late to prepare. So the other thing that Seth mentioned, I don't know if you heard it, but he mentioned ownership. Ownership is, so this office right here, Keller Williams Realty, has a group of investors or owners inside of it, right? And a lot of real estate offices operate that way. Well, here's what happened. There was a day that showed up where we went to Wes and basically said, hey, or I don't even remember how we came together, but it was hey, there's ownership investor opportunity here. Would you want it? And Seth's preparations, in the sense that he had created this wealth behind him where he had a chunk of money where he could say, yes, that's something that I choose to invest in. That's true in this office. That would be true in any real estate office. That would be true in any other business or other opportunity. And again, so there's a preparation component that he put all these opportunities together to create yet one more. And are there more opportunities coming for you?
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that summarizes what we're talking about today is wealth, right? So because I was able to position myself over time with my real estate investments, I was prepared to have that conversation with you at that time. Any other way, just through my income stream of selling real estate, it wouldn't have happened. So I definitely can attribute that opportunity to having real estate investments.
Absolutely. And I think those real estate investments they continue on for Seth, right? He'll keep building that, which means when new opportunities show up a year from now, 6 years from now, or 10 years from now, Seth's going to have the resources to be able to say, yes, I'm going to go participate in that. And that just builds more wealth. So it's a pretty fantastic process. This is a very simplified version of the things that we talk about here at Keller Williams Realty. We'd love to share it with you. We'd love to help you build your life worth living more importantly, the experience is worth giving and a legacy is worth leaving. That's really where we're moving these days, is how do we leave a legacy to our families, to our friends, to our communities. And that's great. Any last words?
No, I think you summarized it
All
well.
right, good. Well, thanks for listening to us. And be sure and call us if you have any questions. You can reach Seth Coulard. Go ahead.
309-530-1442.
Yeah, you can reach me directly at 309-275-2521. We hope to hear from you.